Good morning, everyone. It's Shauna, and I'm here to talk to you today about another book I read this week while we've been here in isolation. Um, this week, I wasn't really inspired by anything on my shelves, and most of the books that are left on my shelves are rather long, and I really didn't have that kind of time to put into it, and I didn't have the concentration for it. So I perused my local library, their digital website, and I was looking for some recommendations. It was one of those times when you go and you're looking for something and nothing you want to actually read that you have in mind is available. And this was one of the other recommendations they gave me. It's like, okay, we don't have this available right now, but try this instead. And so I went and looked at some reading lists, and I found a book by an author that I had read when I was a child, so probably 40 years ago now. And she wrote a book called M.C. Higgins the Great, which was a Newbery Award winner that year. Her name is Virginia Hamilton, but that wasn't the book I read. The book I actually read by her is called The Planet of Junior Brown. This is the Kindle edition published by Open Road Media in 2011. Virginia Hamilton was born in 1936 in Ohio, and she died in 2002, also in Ohio. So there won't be any more books by her, but she wrote something like 40 children's books over the course of her career, many of them about African American issues, slavery, the Underground Railroad, different social issues. She often wrote about Black characters. This book was the fourth book she ever wrote, and I had never heard of this one. This one was a different one for me, but it won an honor. It didn't win the Newbery Award, but it won an honor in 1971 when it was originally published. The book focuses on two young male characters. They're eighth graders at their high school. Their high school is in Manhattan, and one of the characters, Junior Brown, the title character, he's kind of a misfit. He's overweight. He's kind of into himself. He's very quiet, very obedient. He has kind of an overprotective mother, and we don't know much about the mother, but she seems like she's a little bit smothering of him. And Junior has some family challenges. His father isn't really around very much. But Junior has a talent for music, specifically the piano. But he isn't allowed to play the piano at home because he's not allowed to disturb his mother with the noise. So Junior and he has some other talents that we find out about in the book. Junior's friend and protector at school is another boy called Buddy Clark, and Buddy basically is homeless, and he wanders the streets. He has a job. He's learned to take care of himself, learned to make his way in the adult world, really. And so I liked the characters in this book. Um, I thought they were a little thinly drawn in places. The the biggest problem that I have with the book as a whole is the way that adults relate to the kids, and the fact that um, they don't interact in ways that are quite believable. Um, and I just wasn't able to suspend my disbelief enough to enjoy the book as much as I would have liked to. But that being said, I think this book has a lot to recommend it in terms of discussing a lot of social issues, a lot of issues that are faced by middle school students today, regardless of where they are in the world. Um, there's there's issues that relate to family wholeness, family division, what family means, what it means to have a friendship, what personal responsibility is. And so there's a lot of talking points for how to create a better world. Not so much in a huge systemic way, but on a personal level. And the factors that can get in the way of somebody really being able to be who they are and express themselves um, as a whole human being. So I give it 3 out of 5 stars. It does have some problems, which you'll see if you read the book. But I think overall, it has enough to recommend it in terms of discussion points that it is worth your time. I hope you enjoyed this book chat. I hope wherever you are, you're safe and well. And I'll be back very soon with another book chat for you from this pandemic life. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.